My name is Jake Riley. I'm 34. I work remote as a cybersecurity analyst, and up until 3 months ago, I thought the biggest threat to my peace was Russian hackers. Turns out the real enemy was Karen Whitmore and the Eagle Ridge Homeowners Association. It all started the day I bought the house on Patriot Circle. Corner lot, half-acre, 3-car garage, quiet cul-de-sac in a suburb outside Tampa. The American dream stuff. I closed on a Friday, moved in on Saturday, and by Sunday morning, I had already broken the sacred covenant nobody told me existed. I backed my 2022 Ford F-150 Raptor into the driveway, just backed it in, nose facing the street, because that's how normal human beings park when they plan on hauling kayaks, dirt bikes, and coolers full of beer in and out of the bed without doing a 15-point turn every time. I was still unloading boxes when I heard the click-clack of orthopedic sandals on asphalt traveling at attack speed.
Excuse me, sir.
A woman in salmon pink capri pants, visor, and sunglasses the size of satellite dishes was marching toward me like she'd been personally appointed by God to defend property values. "Yes, ma'am," I said, setting down a box labeled guns and whiskey. She stopped 3 feet away, hands on hips, phone already out and recording. "Do you have any idea what you've just done?" I looked at the truck, looked at my driveway, looked back at her. "I parked." "Wrong direction," she hissed, as if I just sacrificed a goat on the lawn. "All vehicles in Eagle Ridge must be parked facing in, not out. It's in the covenants. Page 47, Section 8, Paragraph C." I laughed. I actually laughed out loud because I thought she was pranking me. "Lady, it's my driveway. I paid $480,000 for this slab of concrete. I'll park however the hell." "My name is Karen Whitmore. I am the compliance officer for the Eagle Ridge HOA, and I'm giving you a courtesy warning. Turn that vehicle around by sunset, or you will be fined $250 per day until compliance is achieved." She spun on her heel and power walked away before I could finish processing what just happened.
"That night I read the covenants."
She wasn't lying. Buried deep in 58 pages of Times New Roman hell was the sentence. "All motorized vehicles parked on private lots shall be oriented with the front of the vehicle facing the residence." No explanation, no grandfathered in from 1998, when apparently the original developer thought it looked neater for Christmas card photos. I posted a picture of the page in our neighborhood Facebook group with the caption, "Did y'all know we can't back in? No more, what is this, the Soviet Union?" The post was deleted in 6 minutes. I got a private message from the group admin, who turned out to be Karen's husband, Gary. Day 3 of ownership, I came home from Home Depot to find an orange sticker on my windshield. Official notice of zipsolation, $250. Photo attached of my truck attached like it was evidence in a murder trial. I ignored it. Day 5, second sticker, $500 now. Day 7, certified letter threatening lien on my property if unpaid within 10 days. That's when I decided to have some fun. I went to the hardware store, bought the biggest American flagpole they had 25 feet, mounted it right where the driveway meets the street, and flew Old Glory so big it cast shade on Karen's mailbox. Then I printed a life-size cardboard cutout of the Constitution, laminated it, and zip-tied it to the tailgate facing her house. The caption, written in 6-inch letters underneath, "Show me the clubs." The next morning, I woke up to 37 missed calls and a viral TikTok. Someone across the street had filmed Karen standing in the cul-de-sac at 6:15 a.m., screaming into her phone. "Yes, hello code enforcement. There's a terrorist flag display and anti-government propaganda in direct view of children, eh?" By noon, the video had 400K views. By dinner, 3 million. I posted my own follow-up 30-second clip of me drinking coffee on the porch in a robe, truck still backed in, flag waving, Constitution cardboard blowing in the breeze. Caption, "Day 9 of parking, however the hell I want on my own property. Current fine, $2,250. Still waiting for someone to show me the amendment that bans backing in." The internet lost its collective mind. Truck guys, veterans, libertarians, even Canadians who hate HOAs for some reason, all showed up. My follower count went from 400 to 400,000 overnight. Karen tried to fight back. She started a counter hashtag Save Eagle Ridge from Anarchy and posted daily updates about the rogue vehicle destroying curb appeal. She even got the local news to do a segment titled Homeowner versus HOA, Who's Right? They interviewed her in front of her perfectly manicured lawn. This is about rules, plain and simple. If we let one person back in, next thing you know, people will be painting their houses purple and parking boats in the yard. Then they interviewed me drinking a Monster Energy on my tailgate. I served 8 years in the army, so I could come home and be told which direction my Ford has to face. Make that make sense. The comment section declared war. A GoFundMe appeared titled, Help Jake Pay His HOA Fines So He Can Keep Fighting for Freedom. It hit $40,000 in 2 days. I immediately announced every dollar would go to wounded veterans and posted the receipt. Karen's head nearly exploded. The HOA scheduled an emergency board meeting. They sent another certified letter. You are required to attend and explain your non-compliance or face additional penalties, including forced towing at owner's expense. I showed up to that meeting in cargo shorts, flip-flops, and a t-shirt that said, I back in and I vote. Brought a projector and everything. There were 12 board members sitting at a long table, like the Last Supper. Karen at the head, smug as ever. She started reading the bylaws out loud like I hadn't already memorized them. I waited for my turn, then stood up, clicked the projector remote, and put the first slide up. Slide 1, photo of my truck backed in. Slide 2, photo of the Constitution. Slide 3, screenshot of Florida Statute 720. If eroni and Pitaidal 4 that says HOAs cannot regulate the direction a vehicle is parked on private property, unless it's a safety issue. Slide 4, a meme of Captain America saying, I understood that reference to actual law. The room went dead silent. I smiled. So unless one of you can show me where aesthetic uniformity overrides state statute, I'll keep parking however I damn well please. Meeting adjourned. I find now. Have walked out. That was 2 weeks ago. Yesterday morning I woke up to an email from the HOA attorney. After further review and consultation with legal counsel, the board has voted to rescind all fines related to vehicle orientation and remove the relevant clause from the covenants effective immediately. Translation, they gave up. This morning I backed my truck in again, just because I can. The flag is still flying, the cardboard Constitution is still zip-tied to the tailgate. And Karen hasn't left her house in 4 days. Freedom tastes like burnt rubber and victory, my friends. Stay tuned. I heard someone on the next street over just bought a lifted Jeep, and he's thinking about backing in too. You'd think that would be the end of it. It wasn't. The day after the HOA surrendered, a moving truck pulled up in front of Karen's house at 7 a.m., not to move someone in, to move Karen out. Word on the street, literally, Mrs. Alvarez next door live streamed the whole thing, is that Gary, Karen's husband of 29 years, had finally reached his breaking point. Apparently during the emergency board meeting, when I dropped the state statute bomb, Gary whispered, "He's right, you know, loud enough for half the room to hear." Karen lost it. Full meltdown. Started screaming at Gary about 20 years of service to this community, and how dare you side with that delinquent. Gary packed a bag that night, moved into the Marriott, and filed for divorce the next morning. By the following weekend, Karen had a for sale sign in her yard and a one-way ticket to her sister's condo in Scottsdale. But before she left, she had one final act of revenge. At 3:17 a.m. on a Tuesday, someone egged my truck, keyed traitor down the side, and poured sugar in the gas tank. Security cameras caught a figure in a salmon pink bathrobe and visor. Guess who? I didn't even bother calling the cops. I just posted the footage with the caption, "Even in defeat, Karen goes out swinging. Respect." The internet raised another $28,000 for repairs and painted the truck matte black with a massive American flag wrap on the hood. Some dude in Texas shipped me a new Raptor grill for free. Karen's house sold in 4 days to a young couple from California who immediately backed their Tesla Cybertruck into the driveway just to troll the remaining HOA loyalists.
The new covenants.
The ones they rushed to rewrite now include a section titled Jake's Law that explicitly states vehicle orientation on private driveways shall be at the sole discretion of the property owner. People drive through the neighborhood now just to take selfies with my truck. Kids ask for pictures, old veterans salute the flag. Last week, Fox News called, then CNN. I turned them both down. I'm not here for fame. I'm here for the simple right to back my damn truck in without permission from a woman who peaked in high school student council. So if you're watching this and you live in an HOA hellhole, listen close. They only have the power you give them. Print the statutes, fly the flag, back your truck in. And when Karen comes with her clipboard and her orange stickers, smile, point to the Constitution, and tell her,
"This is my driveway. That is my truck. And you, ma'am, can kiss my American ass."
Truck still backed in today, flags still flying higher than ever. And somewhere in Arizona, Karen is probably yelling at a cactus.
God bless the First Amendment, and God bless whoever invented the backup camera.
We won. Now go. Cause some controlled chaos of your own. See you in the driveway.